What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to bring you some Warhammer 40K videos. Yes, it's not a 40 facts today because we got another game in 8th edition. So today I will be talking to you guys about a list that I made up for my Grey Knights. We have another list analysis video on my Blood Angels. If you guys want to check that out, I will list that at the end of the video so you guys can see what I thought behind the index rules and whatnot behind the Blood Angels and what went into my creative thoughts into making that list. But today we are focusing on Grey Knights. So Gershwin and I didn't have time to battle on Sunday. However, during the week we kind of got our buddies together and we made a 2v2 game. So essentially it's going to be 1,250 points each person decides. So essentially it's going to be, 2,500 points against 2,500 points. And the same multiplayer match that is in the, I believe it's in the main rulebook for 8th edition. So anyway, 1250 points of my Grey Knights was going to be teamed up against my buddies' 1250 points of Tyranids. So with that in mind, I kind of wanted to go with a more elite army, which in general the Grey Knights are. So he was going to be bringing in the, the horde aspect of it, some flying Tyranids, gene stealers, gaunts, that kind of thing. While I thought I could, best kind of even the scoreboard out by bringing like Dread Knights, Terminators, Drago, so basically hard-hitting units. So with my 1250 points with my HQ, I decided to go with a Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight. I've always wanted to field this guy because I've always liked Dread Knights, and now I could make him my freaking HQ. So with that being said, I've armed him the way I've almost ran all my other Dread Knights. He's got a Nemesis Greatsword, a heavy incinerator, and a heavy side cannon. So with that, I could burn up Gersh's orcs. Heavy side cannon could try and pop some, well, I can't pop them, but try to take some wounds off of the tanks that I know the Salamander guy was going up against. So yeah, that was the other thing. We were going up against Gersh's orcs and my other buddies' Salamanders. So that, like I said, heavy incinerator would burn up the orcs, heavy side cannon would take out the tanks or dreadnoughts or whatever it is that the Salamander guy brought. And if I ever got in close combat, the Nemesis Greatsword would just, slice them through it like butter. With his whole psychic powers, again, Smite. The thing I don't like about the Grey Knights is that their Smite is heavily dumbed down. Basically because of the rites of banishment. So Smite went from being 18 inches to just 12, and instead of doing, I believe it was D3 mortal wounds, it only does 1. So yeah, it's not as great as, the Space Marine Smite, but it's alright, I guess. And I gave him Sanctuary because Sanctuary's always helped me out. It's basically a +1 to your invulnerable save, so why not, right? And then I went with my other HQ, and that being Caldor Drago. Now Drago is a beast. He's almost never let me down. And this guy, he's got the Gate of Infinity, so you can basically, go back into the Teleportarium, or the Warp in this case, and Deep Strike somewhere else. He's got Smite, and he's got Sanctuary. So again, Drago is basically going to be my Warlord Hunter. He's going to go in there and try to catch his Warlords and try to take them out. Next up, I have 2 units of troops. This is the exact same thing. I both have 2 5-man Terminator squads. The Justicar is armed with the Stormbolter and Falchions. So basically what the Falchions do is they give him an extra attack. And then I have another Terminator with a Stormbolter and a Demon Hammer. So this was, and just in case I got in with like his Dreadnoughts or like a tank in close combat, hopefully the Demon Hammer would be able to, put in work. Next up, I've got 2 Terminators that are both Stormbolter and Halberds. Again, Halberds, they're just a little bit better than regular swords. And lastly, I have a Terminator with a Halberd and a Side Cannon. So basically, I could fire Stormbolters and then have that a little bit more oomph with the cannon. And the other troop of 5-man Terminator squads is armed the exact same way. So, my whole mentality was that they're kind of well-rounded. If I got into close combat, the Hammer and the Falchions would kind of go in there and do work. The halberds will probably do some more work too. And again, in range, it's just storm bolters, which they're alright, I guess. And then I got the side cannon, so in case I needed to, you know, target priority, kind of shoot the side cannon elsewhere, and then have the bolters go at like squishier targets. From that, we moved to the elites, and I had the Doomglaive Dreadnought, which is a Forge World exclusive. So this Dreadnought comes with a Storm Bolter. He's got a heavy side cannon, Nemesis, Doomglaive, and Smite. So basically, this is a, how do I put it? He was just a beefier version of the regular Dreadnoughts. I wanted to try him out in 8th edition, and it looks cool because I did convert mine. I gave him for his Doomglaive, I gave him the axe that you normally see on the Venrisian Dreadnoughts. I think it's called the Frost Axe. But anyway, it looks badass in my opinion. So I thought, why not? Let's put him out there. Let's see how well he does. Because he does have a side cannon, so he'd be pretty good at range. Oh, and he does have psychic powers too. So again, he's got Smite and he's got Sanctuary for that added protection. So basically, my whole idea with this army was to basically set it up kind of adjacent to the Nids, in a way of like, if he's got Gaunts in one area, then I would have something with like firepower. So as his Gaunts move up, my, you know, whatever unit that was next to it would kind of whittle it down with firepower, squishing them up until the Gaunts go in there and tear them apart. So that was the plan. Again, guys, you'd have to watch the 8th edition battle report. I think it comes out tomorrow, so you'll see how well that happened. Now I'm recording this after the fact, so I pretty much know how everything went. So if you guys know how competitive the Grey Knights are in 8th edition, you kind of have a little bit of idea of how the battle goes, especially since we're going up against Salamanders, and Salamanders have that OP chapter tactics, which he can re-roll. I think it was like a failed hit and a failed wound or some shit like that. But anyway, this was my whole 1250 Grey Knights. Let me know what you guys would have added differently. Would you have taken out the Dreadnought and added some like troops or something like that? More Dread Knights? Because originally I was going to go with a heavy Dread Knight list. Have a Grandmaster and then have 2 Dread Knights and some Terminators backing them up. Or maybe Paladins. I've never used Paladins, so I'm not sure if like that extra wound is worth all the points and whatnot. But anyway, that was my whole thought process behind this. So let me know if it's a well-rounded list, if my thoughts kind of meshed with the whole Tyranids on my side as well. And don't forget to check out the 8th edition battle report. There is a playlist on all the battle reports we've done that will be linked at the end of this video, so check that out. Also, if you want to know about my 8th edition Blood Angels list that I played like 2 weeks ago, check that out. And then you could also check out that battle report as well. And lastly, I just want to say that the images that you've been seeing here is not my army. This is an army that I found on eBay. I actually tried to purchase it because it looks so beautiful, but however, they beat me to it. So unfortunately, this is the one that got away, guys. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this list analysis. Do you guys keep wanting us to do this? Do you guys want to send us your list and we can analyze it and kind of, you know, see what works, you know, and whatnot? So that'd be a pretty cool idea. Again, let me know in the comments below what route you want to take this list analysis. I did tell Gershwin if he wanted to do that too for his orcs, but I think he's got a little bit more gameplays to do before he kind of decides what route to take, especially since he only has his index and the orcs aren't doing so hot nowadays. Well, they haven't been doing so hot in a long time, so orcs not hot. But yeah, guys, that's all I have. Don't forget, Halloween was just a few days ago, so if you want to get some more creepy videos in, check out the previous videos, because we got some creepypastas, we got some top 3 scariest creatures and whatnot going on there, so check that out. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hit us up on Facebook. It's the easiest way to contact us. You know, message us, we'll message you back. I check it each and every day, as well as we post something on Facebook each and every day too. So check us out there. We also have a Patreon page, so if you guys want to support One Mind Syndicate, a simple $1 is all it takes. $1 a month gives you more exclusive videos on Patreon, such as creepypastas and For the Greater Waagh, as well as that dollar helps us give you guys more giveaways. So stay tuned for that. And then we also got a Twitter and an Instagram page for more things 40K. And that's pretty much all I have to say to you guys today. I am the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.